Hi guys, RC Guru here. Just wanted to talk to you about my first build that I did about 3 years ago when I really got into the hobby. And I was kind of a newbie. I had a RC car back in the day when I was younger, but it was a Radio Shack brand, and those kind of suck now. But I wanted to get into the hobby grade type, and I ended up doing a little bit of research before I bought my first buggy. And I didn't even buy it brand new. I bought it online on Craigslist. I found it on Craigslist, I should say. I didn't buy it online. I met someone, and I ended up getting it for $140 back in the day. And it was completely stock. It was brushed. It wasn't the Millennium system that I really wanted, but I got what I paid for. But I did a little bit of research. I had other companies to choose from, and this one beat all of them, only because the hobby shops around town had more parts for this one than any of the other brands. I have since bought some of the other buggies, and I like this one the best because you can bash it, you can upgrade it, and it shares chassis with two other Traxxas vehicles like the Slash and the Rustler. The Rustler's pretty cool, but it just looks a little cartoonish. The wheels stick out a little further. It looks more cartoonish than a buggy, and I was looking for the buggy look. But I've done some upgrades since then. I've gutted the electronics and put something a little bit beefier and something that can go a little faster, because the stock one just goes a little too slow. It's good for an entry level, like training wheels, if you will. For someone that's just beginning, I strongly recommend it. It also comes with a nice little 8-cell battery, 8.4 300 milliamp battery that it comes with if you bought it brand new. You can pick it up for about $199 at any local shop, or Pep Boys even carries it, but I wouldn't pay any more than that. You can find used rollers for about $100 with wheels but no electronics, and that's something that you can consider. And the reason why I kind of chose this vehicle is because the parts are so inexpensive. I mean, because once you start going in excess of 30, 40 miles an hour, 50, 60 like this one goes, you're likely to break something. And I just broke a bulkhead, and for $6 I was able to find it on Craigslist, where my local hobby shop wants $7.49, so I saved $1 and I didn't even have to pay tax. So I just had to wait 6-7 days to get it. But I got rid of the body, I got rid of the wheels, just so I can find these wheels that I found on Craigslist as well. These come off of a Red Cat buggy, but they fit pretty well, and they have the 12 millimeter hex hubs on it that I can put on and go with my Mamba theme. As you can see, I painted this JC Concepts body so it can look like a Mamba snake, because I have a theme going on, and I just thought that it would be cool if I can try to mimic a head of a snake. And the green Mamba is pretty cool, and that's why I had to have these fluorescent wheels to go with my theme. And I'm going brushless now because I really want to go fast. And I had an opportunity to go to Traxxas and upgrade the Millennium to the Millennium system, but I heard and I saw what the Mamba can do, and the Mamba setup by Castle Creations was a little quicker than the Millennium system. I have the Millennium system actually in my Traxxas, and I kind of was messing around and I put it in this buggy to see how it would go, and it did very well. But once I switched that out and I put the brushless setup by Castles, the 4-pole just has a little bit more punch, and it's very quick. I'm running a 26 gear pinion on it and a stock spur gear that it came with, and it is extremely quick. I'm not getting a whole lot of wheelies, but I'm getting a lot of acceleration and top end speed, so I strongly recommend the setup. And as you can see, I got a stock tranny, stock chassis, and the only different things that I've done is just painted the body fluorescent with the snake look, and I added these fluorescent wheels that I got from the Red Cat buggy. And I've been messing around with different type of shocks. I would probably recommend staying stock, nothing fancy. I was just trying to stiffen it up, see if it would do anything. But I think the best performance comes out of the stock shocks. But another thing that I've done is I went with a 11.1 volt LiPo battery. Extremely powerful battery, packs a lot of punch. You just have to watch the temperatures on the electronic speed controller and on the motor itself. But it's a lot better than, you know, going 8.4 volts. You get a little bit of kick with this one, and that's what I'm running in here. This will run you about $50. And I dumped this AM/FM radio. Stay away from those. Those things suck. They're good for beginners, but dump that immediately after you get your car. Dump that and get yourself the Traxxas 2.4 or an Axial 2.4 AX3 for about 35 bucks. You can find these on eBay, about $40 or $50 at a local hobby shop, or you can probably buy it used. But I recommend going 2.4 gigahertz because that way you can get longer distances and really no interference when you're out in the races and stuff like that. They're just better radios, and they're only 2 channels. If you're gonna get 3 or 4 channels and run multiple cars, and you can do that. But for a beginner, just stay with the 2.4 gigahertz radio, whether it's from Losi, if it's at Spectrum, or if it's Axial, or if it's by Traxxas. Most of those are pretty good, so that's what I recommend. But the Traxxas Bandit is my favorite because you can buy all these parts online and eBay. You can find so many parts for cheap on eBay, and you don't even have to pay taxes. Depending on where you live, you may not even have to pay taxes. But here in California, we have to pay taxes, and it just sucks when you're paying a lot in taxes. But this is a cool little ride. I've had it for 3 years, and it's still running strong. I do have a Kyosho buggy that I want to show you in another video. Because that one kicks ass, and I think it looks better than this, but I think this will outperform it. And the plastic on this is just a little bit more durable than some of the other brands that I have in my closet. But this does extremely well. Good for bashing, good for jumping, good for racing. It's a well-rounded buggy, and I strongly recommend it for everyone. It's the Traxxas Bandit, and it's pretty affordable. Thanks for watching, and check out my other links. We'll see you later.